and welcome back to the podcast. This podcast is set up to help you become a better writer, actually think about your writing in a different way. Today I'm going to have a look at a podcast entitled Ideas Without Development Are Not a Story. We'll work out what that means as we go on. People give me all kind of ideas for stories or a book. As soon as I let people know I'm an author, they want to tell me this burning idea they've had in the back of their mind for years. Everyone thinks they've got a good book in them. I suspect many people are right. But the idea doesn't make the book. It's the writing that does that. A fiction book really needs a good idea on every page to keep the audience interested and make your book different to any others that have been written in the past. If you think back to the books you've read, the best ones don't always have the best storyline or the best ending. One of the books I've enjoyed reading the most is 11/22/63 by Stephen King, and quite frankly, I don't think he knew how to end it. I won't spoil it for anyone who's yet to read it, but the fantastic story that was told in an engaging and interesting way didn't have a great ending for me. That didn't make it a poor book. The Stranger by Albert Camus is a great book that didn't really need a great idea to start it off. It's a fairly ordinary story that's extremely well written. Just because you have an idea for a book, it doesn't mean it will produce a bestseller. Writing's about developing characters and dialogue so the reader lives in your imagination for a while. A story needs development in all areas to become something that thousands or millions of people want to read. The basic idea for a book is exactly that, a basic idea. If you want to take it further, then you need to think about the place the story will be told in, the people that will populate that place, and the exact series of events that develop over the course of a story. There's a great deal of value in the short idea, kind of like an elevator pitch, but the longer story needs a lot more depth. If you're considering getting your idea down on paper, then start working on it straight away. Here's some ideas. I have a board with all my characters on. You can set out who they are, what they do, and certain characteristics. This is a great point of reference when you write that character in your story. Base your location on a real place. Visit there and take photographs of the different parts you want to use in your story. Write descriptions that you can use. Plot the storyline so you have a framework to base it on. You don't need loads and loads of details, but you'll get a good idea of where you will write next and where the story will be headed. Think about all of this when you pull dialogue together. If your characters are stood in a cold, windy alleyway having a discussion, then this is different to the same conversation inside a warm office. Remember the location and the elements when you write dialogue. Thank you for listening in. I hope you've enjoyed it, and there'll be more soon.